On the forehead.
Yeah, just like that.
And
You can wear your sunglasses.
Ah, I like this.
Good morning. We're bringing Christmas in June. We're taking Mr. and Mrs. Claus up in the air with Sky High Air Tours. Here we have Marc Hightower with Sky High Air Tours. Now, what kind of contraption do we have right here?
Well, actually, what we have here is an authentic 1927 open cockpit biplane. It's called a WACO. Stands for Weaver Aircraft Company. They were the largest manufacturer of aircraft in the 1920s and 30s.
That's amazing. So for something to be so old, how is it functioning?
Well, you know, I mean, if you go up and look at the airplane, I personally have had 3.5 years of restoration work into the airplane. I literally had every nut and bolt in this airplane taken apart, reworked, and put it all back together. So it's essentially better than a new airplane, better than the original.
And it's beautiful. You get a unique experience. So can you tell me a little bit about what the experience is whenever somebody books a flight with you?
It's a lot like going for a ride, if you can remember, in the family station wagon. I don't do any loop-de-loops or anything fancy with it. I want to give everybody a nice, smooth, calm ride. You know, and especially like if you go up early in the day, the air is nice and smooth, and a lot of people don't even realize they're up in an airplane, but you know, you just have this fantastic view of the area from up there.
It's amazing. I actually got to go there with you last year. We went as close as we could get to the Smoky Mountains, and it was just a beautiful, peaceful, relaxing ride. Now, what is Mr. and Mrs. Claus going to experience today?
We're just going to take them up for low flight over towards, Pigeon Forge. Get to see Dollywood from the air and a lot of the attractions and different things there are in the area. Sevierville, you know, it's just a really pretty town from the air, the old courthouse building and stuff. So.
Yeah, they're going to have so much fun. Now, do you think they'll be delivering any presents or anything like that?
I don't know. You're going to have to ask them about that.
Yeah. You also have these headsets where you can communicate and you actually give a tour of the place. You talk about what's going on.
Yeah, I try to give people, you know, a little idea of what's down there and, you know, the different attractions and what they're looking at, as well as like the mountains and the terrain. Then again, people have questions, and I'm always, you know, trying to come up with an answer for them.
Well, how can people get in contact with you?
Probably best way is my phone number, 865-742-2FLY, 2359.
2FLY.
Or my website, skyhighairtours.com.
Awesome. Well, I know there's a lot of amazing, I know you all want to come check this out because it is a very memorable experience. This is so unique and special. So good luck today. I'm excited to see you take off in the air.
Oh, it'll be fun. Always is.
Oh my goodness. I don't know, it might take the place of the sleigh, or then again, you know, we'll have to see. I don't think it'll hold as much.
No. We are so excited.
Yeah, actually, you can put a control stick in there and you can fly from the front, but we're not going to do that. So
Okay.
you want to be aware that it'll be moving.
All right.
You want to keep your feet away from that.
Okay.
The pad you want kind of towards the front of your head.
Okay.
You put it on top.
Okay.
Oh, I see.
All right.
Yeah.
Whatever. Just pointed at whatever.
Hello,
Hello.
all strapped in and ready to go.
Give me a thumbs up.
Yay!
Lift up. All right, guys, hold on. It's about ready to take off here.
Right now, Marc is taking Mr. and Mrs. Claus down the runway. He's preparing the flight, making sure that the runway looks nice and clear, and he's going to make a little turn, and then once he gets down to that turn, he'll take off into the air. And then another cool thing about the biplane is he can't actually see straight in front of him, so you'll see him kind of move side to side, and that's him looking from the sides, because that's how he has to see what's going on, because vision is very important when you're flying. Can't wait to see him take off.
fly over Pigeon Forge, and it gives you a very different perspective of the area from up here. You can see all the different attractions and some of the rides down there. And of course Dollywood over here, that's always interesting. You can see the roller coasters kind of popping up out of the trees. And the one comment I get from everybody, it looks a lot smaller from up here.
Wow! Oh.
Wow!
Now that's a trip.
Yeah.
I will say that's a trip.
That is a trip.
That's beautiful to see, you know, Pigeon Forge
Yeah,
and Sevierville from the air. It's just wonderful.
Yeah. We saw
Man.
Dollywood from the air.
And there's people moving in Dollywood, so
Yeah.
I think we're going to be opening soon. But yeah, and then
But we
all
had
the
a great time.
some
didn't we?
tourists traveling around, and thankfully
perfect
nobody else
day.
was up there. And yeah, delightful.
Mark was unbelievable, and the
Incredible.
the takeoff was great, but the landing was like smooth as silk.
Yeah,
Just a little bump.
good
I
job,
wasn't
my
even
friend.
sure we were down.
Good job. Really
Made it back
enjoyed it.
alive.
Yes.
Santa and Mrs. Claus have landed. How was it, guys?
Oh,
Oh, I'll tell
Fabulous.
you what, I might just actually trade the reindeer in
Yeah.
now, you know? That was so smooth and comfortable, and
It
was
was.
great being able to see everything, and I didn't even have to worry about where I was going.
no.
So,
Well, I hope I don't hear from the reindeer union now, you know.
it's okay. During the summer, they like to take it easy
Okay,
anyway,
yeah.
so
Oh, good.
they don't like to get out too often. But anyway, but that was marvelous.
What was
and what
your
a
favorite
beautiful
part?
all of it.
All of it?
You know, I really have to say that it was a gorgeous day, first
Yes,
of all.
it's
Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
Pretty smooth. There wasn't really much wind up there, so it was
Yeah.
a very smooth flight. And just the opportunity, particularly for me, because I love history, is to actually fly in an historical plane. I mean, oh my gosh. That would be one of the things on my bucket list. So this was unbelievable.
And now you can cross it off.
It is, yes.
So,
Well, one of the things on my bucket list was to see Mr. and Mrs. Claus flying in a biplane because my mother actually has a figure of you two in a biplane. Isn't that crazy?
Oh, it is.
that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Well, now you can say you've seen the real
Yeah.
thing. So,
Well, thank you so much, Mark, for Sky High Air Tours. It was so fun watching you all take off.
Always pleasure.
and great time. Recommend it to everyone. So now you can say you've flown Santa.
I have. Yep.
That's right. So put that in your
Bye.
resume. Goodbye.
Thank
Take
you.
care. Bye. See you guys back at the studio.
Thank you.
Bye bye.